is on 97.3 KIRO FM.
As you know, a group called Solidarity Seattle held a demonstration at Borrachini's Bakery on Rainier over the firing of a longtime employee. The employee was fired after 9 years because Remo Borrachini said that she had been rude to customers. Yesterday, Dori had one of the protesters on to explain what the protest was about. The guest ended up hanging. Of course, you know how Dori harangues his guests. But the guy clearly had not gone to the bakery to get their point of view before holding the protest. So Dori got pretty incensed about this and said, okay, we're going to protest the protest. We're going to have a cash mob, and we're going to bring people down to Borrachini's just to buy the hell out of their stock. And he is down there now. Let's go to him live and get him to describe the scene there. Dori, what's going on?
It has been just an amazing morning here, Dave. There have been people coming from Marysville, from Maple Valley, Covington, Renton, I mean, just all over. One guy came from Granite Falls just because they wanted to support this small business. A couple of other things. I was talking to the general manager here at Borrachini's, who has worked here for 25 years. This place has been around since 1922. This is the first disgruntled employee they've had in 90 years, he tells me. And there are official channels if this woman felt like she was wrong that she could have gone through, but instead she decided to go with the mob. And so we got the cash mob going to protest the protesters, like you just said. And it has been just an unbelievable stream of people who have been coming through here all morning long. It's really been fun, and a lot of great KIRO FM listeners have come and said hi. One woman told me to tell you she was one of the TBTL 10s.
Oh, good.
She came in and supported Borrachini's this morning as well.
That's nice to hear. I have to say, though, if I was running a bakery somewhere in Seattle, I'd be firing all of my employees, hoping one of them decides to protest me. This has got to be great for business for Borrachini's.
It's been amazing, and a lot of people are planning to come down tomorrow because this group, Seattle Solidarity, they're still planning on being here with yet another protest tomorrow. Nobody knows when. It's generally not too early with these people, but a lot of these people who have come by today to support the bakery, they said they're going to be back tomorrow, and it's going to be interesting if the protesters come because they're going to see a lot of capitalism at play here tomorrow as well.
I'm watching your live feed, Dori, mynorthwest.com, and I see that you're standing very near what appears to be a large pile of donuts. Isn't that kind of risky?
Yeah, it is. What I've discovered is the most dangerous place to be here is between their loyal customers and any pastries.
They do have a wide range of stuff down there in that store.
It's really cool. Yeah, I mean, it's not your typical, hole-in-the-wall bakery. They got 3 aisles of pastas and sauces and a big deli cheese. I mean, it reminds me a lot of a European market where, you go in and they'll have 40 kinds of cheeses, which we just don't tend to have.
Well, it's Italian.
In the States.
It's an Italian bakery.
Yeah, exactly. It's Italian through and through. And Remo's wife, Remo Borrachini, is the owner. He's the one who's worked here since he was 5 years old. He's now 82. He's worked here for 77 years. And I asked Remo, do you still actually do any baking yourself? And he said, yeah, I got to show the kids how to do it right. Nobody does it as good as me still. And his wife, Betty, they just had their 52nd anniversary. She's here this morning. So it's really cool. I mean, it's been one of the most heartwarming things I've ever been part of here.
You know that this group, the Seattle Solidarity, they've protested other businesses. I remember hearing they've protested like Whole Foods over something and Chase Bank. But I think that the way that they really kind of stepped in it with this Remo's thing is that so many people in Seattle have gotten their birthday cakes from this place. That I used to buy my kids birthday cakes there too, because I still live in the area, and she used to live with her mom just down the street from there. And there's something about the place where you get your birthday cakes. You make such a strong emotional attachment.
Exactly. I just talked to a woman. She got her wedding cake here. She and her husband came in. They got their wedding cake here in 1965. their daughter got her wedding cake here in the 80s, and now their granddaughter is about to get married, and their granddaughter is going to have her wedding cake made here at Borrachini's. And the connection that people feel to this, I mean, it's been here for 90 years in the Rainier Valley, and they're part of people's memories. They're in their hearts and in their souls, and that's why there's been such a powerful, emotional thing today.
Well, the other problem is that this is not some faceless corporation. And where there might be some public sympathy for a boycott of Whole Foods or Chase Bank, it's really hard to look at a bakery like Borrachini's and think of it as some evil corporate person.
Well, Remo is, as I said, 77 years he's worked here. He's 82 and still sharp as a tack. He has handshakes and hugs for everybody. And he told me that this morning he went back into the office and had to fight back tears. He was so overwhelmed at just how beautiful this show of support has been. And I just want to remind everybody, all day long, come on by here, or tomorrow when the protesters are supposed to show up. This place is 2307 Rainier Avenue South, and I'm going to have to head back and do my show. I'm going to leave here in about 15, 20 minutes, but our Brandy Cruz is going to be down here throughout my show, and hopefully we'll be able to mobilize not only the Ross and Burbank listeners, but a lot of my show's listeners throughout the day today, so we can keep protesting the protesters.
I'm just curious, Dori, I know they have a pretty small parking lot. What is the traffic situation like down there now, do you know?
The parking lot has been jammed. I know that there have been a couple of businesses, and I need to find these old emails because I got emails last night from nearby businesses that said, "Hey, tell your listeners they can use our parking lot, but check with them. Check with them first." But I mean, everybody who works down this neighborhood, it's a big family. And I just had a guy from a produce stand that's a block down who came in, and a lot of people in this work community here in the Rainier Valley, as you know, Luke, we're living as close to here as you do.
Yeah.
They're a pretty tight knit group, this business community, and parking lot's jammed, but people find a spot.
If you have to, go across the street to the Taco Time, buy a small order of tots, and then you can probably leave your car there.
The Taco Time, it is right across the street, man. You know what I love about Taco Time? You can get Mexi fries there without actually going to Mexico. I think that is
it's
awesome.
a little trip. It's a little trip south of the border, isn't it? Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
And also, I just want to mention that we're going to have KIRO's reporting team down at Borrachini's tomorrow, covering whatever protest does or does not materialize. And if nothing else, other than people getting to have delicious treats and getting to kind of show their appreciation for this long-standing local business, this has been an important time in this city's history because we all know that it's called Borrachini's. Everyone I know has called it Borrachini's for our whole life.
Well,
Or Kini, but we didn't know that C was the hard C as opposed to
It's a hard C.
Well, I didn't know that. Did you know that, Dori?
Your Italian co-host should be able to help you with the hard C's. I think.
Yeah, I've been trying, but
But were you calling it?
point it out.
Were you calling it pronouncing it correctly, Dori, before this whole thing blew
I think
up?
I mispronounced it the first time I said it yesterday, and then I heard Brandy Cruz say it correctly, and I've been okay since then.
Yeah, she's the official pronouncer of everything in the city.
all right, Dori, thanks, and stay safe down there.
Okay, get down here, 2307 Rainier Avenue South. Come and support community business here.
All right.
Not age-wise. How many years have you
I'll
become?
be 83, April the 24th. I'm proud of my age. I got a good report from my doctor yesterday.
How many years have you become here?
About 50.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
50, baby. It's beautiful. The daughters treat me, you know what they do? When my birthday, they have a cake here from me and balloons. It's just beautiful young ladies and my son-in-laws, beautiful people.
Oh, that's awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
No, Ramus, I mean, you treat all his customers right.
Yeah.
You have even the wife, she works here, everyone. It's beautiful. Beautiful people.
I've heard that from a lot of people.
Yeah, we need more like that in the world today. There's so many evil people in the world today. I can't get used to people, the way they act.
Yeah.
You know, you got to show respect for one another.
Yeah.
And you got to show love.
Right. All right, I'm here with my friend Remo, and Been here for 77 years. He's 82 years old. Started when he was 5 years old. He told me on the radio yesterday that this was horrible when the protesters came, but it's turned into something pretty wonderful, hasn't it?
It really has. The response of the people has just been mind-boggling. So I feel very humble, and I really appreciate the support of the public. It's been great.
I got to tell you, the amount of love these customers have for you and your shop is pretty impressive.
Thank you. Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Love is a two-way street, you know. You want respect, you show respect. That's my motto.
All right, I'm glad this worked out so well, and
Okay.
we'll see you around, Raymond.
Okay,
Good
thank
friend.
you.
All right.
All right.